Hey guys, Corey from Aquariumcoop. Another day in the fish room. Got a late start. Had to install a stove this morning for my wife, and then also I updated the locks and things like that on our front door, and that's what I'm going to start with today on the fish room as well. So at the moment I've got this crazy loose, as you can see there, doorknob. And, it's not that secure, that type of thing. It's hard to get it to lock and stuff like that. So, I bought some keyless entry system that I'm going to put in. It's going to be nice, just like I put in up front. And I've got an easy lever, because it never fails. I'm always coming in or out of that door with armfuls of buckets and things like that. But this is going to test my skills, because I've never drilled a door to put in my own deadbolt. I've only retrofitted at this point. So we'll see how I do. So that's what I'm starting with today. I'm also going to do some water changes while I'm out here. And if I can get that done in a reasonable time, which I have no idea, that could be 30 minutes, that could also be 3 hours, or it's one of those things that once you start, you can't stop. You can't go, well, I'll just make it so the door can lock and close some other day. So I pretty much am married to this project once I start it. Once I drill a hole in that door, I can't stop. So, yeah, that's what I'm starting with today, and hopefully I've got time to get it done. So, we'll see you in a little bit. Well, it's 3:30. Got my door done. So now I've got a new handle, opens up nice and easy. And I have an electronic lock that is crooked, because when I drilled my hole on the side, I wasn't 100% level going through, and so it's pitched up a little bit. That being said, works just fine. So much more secure, latches better, get a better close on the door, and it's digital on the outside, so that'll make it easy. I don't have to use a key anymore. I can just like, for instance, I can hit this button when I want to leave, and I just lock it. And, then I gotta put a code in to unlock it, obviously, but I'm not gonna show you guys that. Alright, so, in the fish room here, let's see what I've got new. I brought some stuff home last night, so I brought home some stir-by Corydoras. And they're gonna play cleanup crew after the Cyprochromos in here, and you can see they're kind of loving life. So yeah. I'm going to get those two guys to breed. That'll be fun. I'm going to start feeding them up quite a bit. What else did I bring home? I also brought home, Corydoras hastatus. So it's, in my opinion, the rarest of the dwarf cories or pygmy cories that you can get, and rarest that you can actually get. Now there are some other species that have been discovered in the wild that are hundreds of dollars a piece, and money usually can't buy them. So of the ones you can get, they're pretty rare. And then let's see, in here I also brought home, if I can find it, there we go, Beta rubra. You can see there, it's a breeding pair that's been kind of breeding in the store for me. I only see one at the moment. Maybe there's one in that pipe or something like that, but I will track down the other one. They're very good at hiding, and that's why they haven't sold at the store, because they hide all the time. So we can get that one out. Oh, they're there. There's the pair of them. So they're very good at hiding. I need to give them some more cover and things like that. But cool fish, wild caught. Sorry, you gotta look at the theology here at the moment, but mouth brooding betta, that'll be fun. Also, I brought in this Anubias here is Anubias Nana Golden. I sell a lot of them at the shop, and I wanted some at home because I don't have any at home. I don't even get to play with this, so a lot of times I don't get to play with the stuff I bring in. So yeah, now I gotta figure out, what do I do now? I know I've got to have dinner with my grandma at like 6 o'clock or something like that, and so it's 3:30 now. I've got a few hours to kill. I think it's time to shoot some videos and things like that. I've got I'll give you guys a preview, and who knows when the video is coming out. Depends on how long it takes me to perfect it. But So as I showed you in the last video, I've got this thing right here, and if you're like me, you're going, well, what is that thing? I don't know what that thing is. So this thing, if I plug it in, I'll plug that in right here. Ooh. So this thing is a very slow motor. It rotates 3 times per minute. And, you know, what do you use something like this for? Well, let me tell you. It is meant to run a disco ball. Awesome. So either A, I could put a disco ball in my fish room, or B, I could build something with it. My thoughts are, this is a very slow motor. It's turning very slowly. If I take this kind of chain off, and I was to mount this to, let's say, a piece of wood, or, you know, for this example right here, the wall, it will move very slowly. And if I was to attach something, or, you know, a better example here, let me grab one. That'll make a way better example. So, slow moving motor, well, an auto fish feeder is also a slow moving motor. Now this one's faster, this one's probably 20 RPM or something like that. That being said, this doesn't hold very much food, and my thoughts are, let me put this back here so I don't forget to starve my bristle nose. My thoughts are, what if I had this full of food, and it was in a hopper, or this is the hopper, it was full of food, and I've got this little thing rotating, and then I had, I'm going to go grab it over here, I used it to do this door. It's kind of lucky that I bought it. But let's say I had this auger bit. So you could see if I had fish food kind of sitting right here, as this bit turns, it would bring fish food out. Now, a drill bit always drills to the right, and that would pull fish food towards me. So what this is this would spin the wrong way. So I've already changed it, and in the video I'm going to show you how to do that. But you just open it up and you wire it backwards. So when there's basically 2 wires, and when it's this way, it would go clockwise. If you flip the 2 wires, it goes counterclockwise. And, you know, fish keeping teaches me a lot, because I didn't know that about little DC motors and things like that. But because I wanted to do this video, I had to learn it. And so, yeah, so you can imagine this little drill bit drilling away here, or, you know, very slowly, would be delivering koi food or something like that. And so the goal is to build that project, teach everyone how to do it, assuming I make it work, which that's, you know, I'm not guaranteeing I make stuff work. But, you know, and then I could put it up here, and we could be feeding koi and things like that. And, you know, I'm kind of excited because this is my own build. You know, so I've seen auger bits, and that's what this is an auger bit. I've seen them used to build some koi feeders and tilapia feeders and things like that. That being said, they always use like an Arduino system or a computer or something way too high tech. And when I look at their build out, they're going, yes, I built this for $112. And, you know, then I go, huh, I can buy a koi feeder for $75. It seems like I've lost money on that deal. That being said, this thing right here, the disco ball, mover, thingy, whatever, motor, is on Amazon for like 12 bucks. So that's awesome. A 2-liter bottle, that's free. This auger bit, they're like 12 bucks, but I bought like a whole set of a bunch of them for 15 bucks at Harbor Freight. And so I'm thinking, if I can put this together and it costs me 30 bucks, I'm less than half the price of a koi feeder, and this hopper, you know, I'm using a 2-liter bottle, but it could be huge. It could be a 5-gallon bucket or something like that. But the goal is to make this so that all someone would have to do is flip a couple of wires, buy a bit, and then I'm going to build the rest of the housing and not require a crazy amount of tools, because I, you know, came up where I don't have tools. I'm just now getting tools that allows me to put a door in and stuff like that, or not even the door, but the lock. And so when I was renting a duplex or an apartment life, that type of thing, I can't just go, oh, let me hop on my lathe or anything like that, or oh, let me go to the wood shop and get something and do it. So most of my DIY videos, I'm trying to make it so that if you had no tools or very little tools, you can get this done. And I think for that, I'm going to use 2x4 for the actual stand, and then some PVC. And you know, so if you didn't have a saw at all, you can get Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that to cut it for you. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on now. I could work on it the rest of the day and go, huh, I hit a point where this isn't going to work. So that could fail horribly. That being said, because I'm not following someone else's design, it's all freelance in here. It's all trial and error. Oh, that works awesome, or oh, I see why people don't do that. So that's what I'm going to work on. I'll check back in, and maybe I'll give you a glimpse of, you know, something. Who knows? All right. Alright, so it's 4:40 or something like that, and I was informed that dinner's actually at 5:30, so I lost time. But I got 2 more videos shot. I got another Quick Tip Tuesday video shot, and I show how to build a filter, and I'll show you the outcome, and then you guys can, you know, it'll either be out or you'll be waiting for it to come out. How to build these Corydoras media 2-liter bottle filters, and the one over here has been running for many months, super efficient. This one's a brand new one we just built, so look for that video. It's a great filter for under $20. Yeah, we're using it up here as well. They just work awesome. They don't look good, but they work awesome. So now it's back to troubleshooting my automatic fish feeder that I want to learn how to build or create or whatever. So I'll update if I get some progress on that. So an update, I've noticed this female's holding a lot, or at least it looks to be a lot of fry. I have no idea how long. I've been seeing it for a while, so I think I feel like I should catch it and release the fry. And then she's getting beat up a bit, so I might put her into another tank and let her recuperate. So yeah, just doing that in the fish room while I figure out my DIY feeder. Well, here's how many babies I got. You know, it looks like 30 or so, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe more than that. It doesn't look like, you know, too many casualties. There might be one there. It looks like it's still alive, but it's missing its yolk sac, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, we're going to tumble them and raise up some more slow-side babies. Well, it's 5:30. Gotta go to dinner. But let me show you how far I've gotten. You know, you just watched me pull some fry while I was waiting for some glue to dry. Glue's still not all the way dry, but you can see this apparatus in motion. This bit is slowly turning, and this, in theory, would slowly be dispensing some fish food. We're still waiting for epoxy to really dry well, and I probably need to apply some more epoxy, but I'm going to let that dry while I go to dinner and see where I'm at. The goal would be to mount this thing here and keep working on it, so we'll see what I can come up with. That's probably all I'm getting done today in the fish room. You know, got my lock installed, got a water change done, fed my fish, got 3 videos shot if you include this one. Pretty successful day, I would say. No groundbreaking, you know, oh, set up 10 tanks or anything, but not every day can be like that. So if you like what we're doing, go ahead and hit subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you check out our other videos. Today we shot a Quick Tip Tuesday video. We've shot at least 1 DIY video with this, working on the second one right now. It's my own design, so got to see where it's going to fail. And then that happens on Friday. Thursdays, today, you'd be watching In the Fish Room, what I do in the fish room, you know, at least once a week, hopefully. And then Sundays are Real Fish Talk with Lamont and myself, and we talk about issues you guys bring up, and we give you our opinions and what we do and don't like. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.